Well, hello and welcome to FS25. So it's here, it is finally here, it is exciting. I have been watching videos from Dagwin on Huntan Pantai. We will not be going on Huntan Pantai, if I could even say it, because I know a lot of YouTubers are going to be doing that. A lot of YouTubers are already going to be doing Riverbend Springs as well. But for this series, we are going to be doing starting from scratch. I would like to start with $1 million, 0 loan, easy economic difficulty, no starting farm, and no guided intro tour. I want to be able to build my own farm from scratch. So we're going to load that in. And obviously this series, nobody's going to see this series straight away because well, let's face it, you're all going to be playing the game 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, now that it's available to everybody. So what I was thinking was, once you guys have basically decided that you remember that you do need to shower and eat and sleep, you do all those things, you might be interested in watching this series. This is going to be a mammoth series, obviously starting from scratch. $1 million, well, it says euros, I'm going to change that to pounds. £1 million, and we're basically going to carry on going until we have done a huge amount of episodes and got a long way on the game. That's the plan anyway. There's going to be one of these a day. It may be a few more than that to start with, but one a day. And I can't wait to get stuck in. We've been waiting for this for so long now, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So that's me talked until we're fully loaded, and now we've got to create our player. Now obviously we'll be going with the classic Robert Scythe look. So let's see, what was it? That could be it. Obviously all these have changed, so we'll select colour, we'll go with the grey. Mimic who we are in real life. That said, so you get less customization options that you did on FS22, because you could pick the beard and the moustache separately, but now we've only got the opportunity to pick a joint beard and moustache job. Not so great. Right, hang on. Hair. Let's sort out hair. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that's a bit longer than I'm used to. Well, that is that the right hair type? I can't. Do you know what? I don't even know anymore. We'll stick with that. Let's say we've grown a little bit of hair because we're obviously older now than we were in FS22. As for this, I want the... Ooh, that's a nice jumper. Let's have that one. As for trousers... Oh dear. Don't get those legs out, Robert. There we go. Jeans will do nicely, I think. Footwear looking good actually at the moment already, although those ones are the classics. We won't go with a hat or gloves, but we will have our glasses on. And look at that! Robert Scythe has returned in FS25. Don't I look good? Right, confirm that. And we'll move on to the next stage. Now that's interesting. That is the first time I've loaded in the game. And for some reason... that was moving on its own. But the Cytec joystick was at an angle. Now, I am going to have to play with the graphics settings a bit. Obviously, this is the first time I've loaded in. I have whacked everything up to full. I don't think that is going to be manageable. Why am I looking around here? That's not even my land, is it? Farmland. Yep, I don't own anything currently. So that is obviously the starting farm that you would usually have if you started with a starting farm. Now I've got a lot of tearing across the screen, so I'm going to go and disappear and try and rectify that. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I think I've sorted that out. Obviously, we're going to see how it goes. I am also now running it at 120 frames per second on... obviously, the recording's at 60 frames per second, but the game is running at 120 frames per second, which actually is running fairly smoothly. There is a little bit of tearing still, made more obvious on the power lines. In fact, I think it's for me, but not for you. Ah! Nearly got run over. It's there for me, but not for you guys. OBS isn't showing the tearing, so that's quite good. Anyway, the plan, what we want to do is find a bit of land. So, let's have a quick look at... So, farm number 1 is the base game start farm. The land plot number 1, I should say. We don't want to use that. We're going to want to use something slightly different. I would like to have a look over here. There are some different plots in this area. Which area? Let's change that map view. That's better. Now I know where I'm going. So there are some plots in this area over here that could be purchased as well as the fire department. Right, 17. That is this plot over here. It's got a cafe on it. And this little house here. Well, essentially, I'm looking for somewhere that I can build a farm. Hello. It's got a barn. Well, that's a bit good, isn't it? I wonder if we could restore this back to its, well, former glory, I suppose. What do you think? Well, I won't know because you won't tell me. So, this is an option. Any way for me to get up to there? Probably not. Oof. There is another one down here as well, which is actually on the land. That's interesting. Extremely interesting. The door's open here. So, do I want to start constructing a farm in this area? Possibilities are endless. And what's this over on 18 over here? Well, it looks like that's got an old silo as well as a house. That's extremely interesting. Let's go and have a look over here. And there's another one up there, look. So this one here has got a barn. An old silo, but I don't think it's functional. Another little barn there. And a house. But... oh, hello. Ah, I've got to the edge of the map. So this is right at the edge of the map. That is interesting. There's a chicken hut. Don't know if that's functional either. These are all interesting options. There's also a couple of places up the hill. Plot 33 over here is there as well. Let's jump over here. Oh, hello. And we can go and have a look at plot 33. Can't run very fast in this game compared to FS25. Or at least it doesn't feel as fast. I don't know why. I didn't really use mega super speed much. Ooh. That looks like an interesting house on the hill. And what have we got here? Some sort of outbuilding. This chickens? Can't go in there just yet. I don't know whether that's because we don't own it or because you actually can't go in there. Ooh. Oh, I don't know. This looks go-inable. But we probably have to own it first. I don't even know if it's part of this plot. In fact, let's have a quick look. How do we do this now? Farmland. Aha! It is, and there's a big area up here as well. Oh no, this is very interesting. Right, let's have a quick look up here then. Because this could definitely qualify as our starting farm. Which would be absolutely fantastic. What have we got up here then? So there's a little, what looks like a grain silo, but probably not that functional. Ooh. Ah, is it a school? There's a house up the top there. Looks like a bit of a barn. Oh, that's a lovely little stream. Some sheds over there. That's all part of it. Curiouser and curiouser. This is a nice big house, but I don't know. So on FS25, you'd have to buy a sleep trigger separately. And I don't think the house would come with a sleep trigger. That looks like it leads to maybe an area where you could find a collectible, possibly. Don't even know what the collectibles look like. If they're the same as Huntan Pantai, then there'll be glowing orbs, but no glowing orbs up here, unfortunately. There's a chimney, though. Oof. No glowing orbs in there either. Well, this is certainly an interesting prospect. Can't go in the house. I can go in the barn. And once again, this is up against the edge of the map. So it does lead us to think that maybe there are some parts of the map that would take us a long time to get to from here. What's around in the local area then? So here we've got... Nope, we can't select things because I'm on the wrong type of map. We've got the farmer's market. Good for sale. Lime station. That would be useful. The canning factory. Spinnery close by. David, whoever that is. Oh, the wagon builder. Amazing. Definitely want to be doing that. Grain river silo. Okay, and then we've got the main central town over here. And over here. With different productions and things. Then there's the river boats. Yeah. Do you know what? I think we have found our starting farm. Right. £367,000. Well, we've got the money. And now, obviously, we need some fields. So, let's have a look at what sort of thing we want. Definitely want to start with some combinable crops. And quite probably some grass so that we can have some animals. There is a small... Where am I? Here. Am I here? Yes. There's a grass bit up here we could put an animal enclosure in. That might be good. What have we got in here then? It does open. Fantastic. A nice long machine shed. Absolutely brilliant. Well, we're not obviously going to get animals straight away. We will need some grass equipment. I mean, we could cut this grass pasture here to make some hay bales. That'll be good. Tell you what, let's have a look at what's in the sale. Aha. So there is some fairly decent things. What have we got here? Samaz, our old favourite, Samaz windrower. And I think we're going to get that because that's quite a good deal. There we go. As for tractors, let's have a look at the small tractor category to start with. Don't want anything too fancy. It would be nice to have something with a front loader. Ooh, these are quite nice, aren't they? Let's have a look. The Ozeki's fairly good buy. The Zeta, very similar. Now, as this is probably going to be our only tractor to start with, should we go with the John Deere 3650? I don't know. Or the Class Arion. Well, the John Deere is a lot cheaper. 116 horsepower. Oh, this is incredibly difficult choice. That's a lot more expensive. Yep, I think we're going to go with the John Deere to start with. Standard wheel setup. 3-point attacher on the front. Front loader attacher. Do we want a front loader attacher on it? I'd say probably. Go with a quickie. No license plate. Ooh, do we want any sort of different tyres? What's the difference between medium tyres and standard tyres? Are they slightly wider? Okay, we'll go with the medium tyres, I think. 48,500. So there we go. We can fetch our purchase at the shop, but we don't just want that. We are going to want some equipment. We're going to get the... Oh, there's a John Deere front loader here. I wonder if that tells me the combinations are the 6R series. Okay, right. So we get that then. We need a quickie. We'll go with the 4M, smaller one, for the smaller tractor. I do want the design colour to be John Deere green. Or do I want the main colour to be John Deere green and the design colour to be black or yellow even? John Deere. Oh, crikey. Ah, yes. I see what I've done there. The design colour, John Deere yellow. Does that work? I don't know. Does it work? Probably not. Let's change that back to black. That's better. Right. How do I buy that? Buy there. There we go. And I think we're probably going to want a bale spike. I imagine. Yep, I think a bale spike would be a good thing to have. We'll buy that as well. And what else do I need? I need mowers. Right, let's have a look. Where are these mowers in here? Grassland. This is what I want. So, we have got quite a lot of money. It would be good to get a large mower set up. The Samaz is a lot more expensive and not a lot wider. I think we'll go with these Kuhn ones. We've got the front mower and then the rear mowers as well. I'm seriously excited about this. This is going to be good. Now we are also going to need a tedder because it's hay that we're going to want to start with, especially for the cows. And what about this new Crone one? Looks good to me. Let's buy that. Right, and then we've still got £500,000. Obviously, we're going to need it because we haven't yet got any sort of harvesting equipment or fields with harvestable crop in. So, let's skip over to here. Oh, would you look at that? Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, let's get the front loader fitted. That noise is absolutely incredible. That tractor noise. Absolutely lovely. Okay. Right, now the first thing I think we want to take up will be the mower setup. Actually, I haven't had a look at where we are relative to our farm. Actually, not too far. Having said that, the bridges... Yeah, we could get there. That's not too much of a problem. So we'll have to come back for the other bits and pieces. Might regret buying this tractor. We'll have to keep an eye on the sale, I think. Quite an old and rickety tractor, it seems. Alright then. So, we have got our setup going. It looks good to me. And we'll come back for the rest of it. We haven't actually bought a baler, so that's something we are going to need to buy. Central Cafe there. No, that's the wrong way. I don't want to go up there. That's the warehouse there. Now that's where you can buy pallets of things if you need it for construction. Oh, crikey. Right, let's try that again. Yeah, so we need to then go up this road here. Ah, the train. Lovely. What's it like inside here? Oh, beautiful. Ah, yes, it's loading in a little bit. Shader cache needs to load up. Absolutely incredible. Yep, this is definitely an older tractor, but it is a very good tractor at the same time. Oh, hello. I'm being overtaken. Without being overtaken. Alright, my dear. Okay. I noticed that there are some cars with the real names in here. So there's a Skoda Enyaq there. Now, we never had that before. We never had the vehicles licensed in that way. What are you doing? If I move over, that's better. You can overtake now. But yeah, that's really interesting. Right, do I have any of my buttons set? Ah, it seems that possibly my button combinations have copied over... No, they haven't. I'm just going to say my button combinations from my side panel have copied over from FS25, but they really haven't. Right, well, we'll get up the top here. We'll sort out buttons. And then I will proceed to mow the grass. What are those green blips on the map over there? There's a shed up the top of the hill there. We'll go around this way, we might be able to see. I'm on the wrong side of the road. As all our American friends just shouted at me. Oh, hello, what's this? Ah, is this the... No, this can't be the starting farm, because this is Sunset Farm. Ah, that's interesting. That's quite a big farm. Yeah, I don't know what's in there, if I'm honest. Okay, I think that's us at the top of the hill over that way. Which is quite nice. We've got a nice, reasonable view. There are some grass fields down the bottom of the hill here, which we will hopefully want to own at some point. But as it stands at the minute, I want to keep just our plot of land up here. Ah, I should have gone in the next entrance. I've gone a very roundabout way here. Okay. There we are. Right, all of this is obviously meadow grass. Now I can get all these unfolded using the keyboard shortcuts instead of mapping everything. Let's get them fired up and lowered. I think I'll sort out my keyboard mappings another time. Oh, can I not mow this? Oh, I can mow this. Yes, it is being mowed. Excellent. Yes, maybe I did undercall the tractor here a little bit, I think. Well, we've got plenty of money if we want to upgrade at any point. There we are. It's a nice field of field beans there, looks like. Possibly, though, full of weeds. What are we looking at? Yeah, medium weeds. Green beans are growing in that field there. Might be a good field for me to get at some point. Have to see what they put in it next year, I think. But for now, let's just get this grass cut.
I don't wanna make it fold. Tell me why you're not just calling. You know that I'm raising more. Solid or nothing, no. Baby, I need you always to be talking to no one but me. Oh no, really my one and only. We can be. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, a beauty, always wonderful, precious. 'Cause you're always beautiful, wonderful, oh beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's wonderful.
Right, so I am going to be exploring this map as much as possible while we are playing, because I do want to see everything and see everywhere. So let's just have a quick look down here and see what these green markers are all about. Ah, I found a point where the map doesn't quite add up. Ah, they're beehives. Oh, now that's interesting. So what's this place then? Is this like a honey production facility? Ow! That stung. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's have a look and see what it says on the map. Yes, old beehives. So I'm assuming if you do buy this area, you get honey from it. Ah, you can't buy the area with the beehives in it. That's interesting. So what's the purpose of the beehives here? How odd. I don't really know. Anyway, we'll leave that there. We'll go and get our tedder and we'll ted the grass. In fact, we'll bring back the tedder and the windrower as well. And then we will get that tedded and the windrowed. Oh, hello. I didn't think he'd be coming up here. But here he be coming. Oh dear. Driving's not brilliant today. So yeah, we'll go get the tedder and the windrower. We'll get it tedded and windrowed, and then we'll have a talk about balers.
Whenever I'm with you, I can concentrate. Ever since I met you, nothing feels the same. Everything I do with you just feels right. 'Cause you know that I can get you off my mind. I just wanna be here with you all the time. Nothing's new.
And there we go. We have a lovely few swaths of hay. And the one thing I've noticed immediately is that the hay texture is very different to FS22. Let's just drop that down there. In fact, we'll switch that off. And yes, look at this. Hay swath here. Very different texture to FS22. It looks really good. Like, really good. And I've also noticed you can flatten it when you drive on it, which we've seen in other videos from other content creators who had the early access. So yeah. But I think what we need to do now is obviously get it baled. Now I believe that we really should look at getting another more powerful tractor. But let's have a quick look at balers first so we understand the power requirement that we need. Now we've got an option of round bales or square bales. I would love to get a square baler. I really would. And I understand that the contracts now specify what bales they want out of it as well, which is interesting. So there is a square baler here. It is 164,000. So that is a lot. Let's just check the round balers. Well, they're much more reasonable. Why would we go for one that was 164,000? And these ones, you could even look. This Kun one here, that can go up to 180 centimeter bales. So why would it not? 100. Look, if 112, you can get one with a wrapper on the back as well. Absolutely amazing. Now this can only do 125 centimeter bales, so not ideal. And we don't need a wrapper just yet. Look at that. A New Holland Pro Belt. Well, that looks good. What is film binding? Film binding. What does that do? Does that mean that you can get silage bales? Oh, different colours. We'll go with standard net, I think. Well, no, we'll go with empty at the minute. We can buy the netting separately. Or shall we? No, let's get standard net installed. It's £480. We will have to buy some when we run out. But yes, so that is a 120 horsepower requirement. So let's have a quick look at tractors. We look at medium tractors. Oh, you can get some really good medium tractors. There's a Challenger there. A white 8010 series. They are quite cheap, actually. Power requirements are interesting. But yeah, they look really good options. I quite like the Challenger yellow, to be perfectly honest. And I think we will go with the front linkage. Oh no, you can't get a front linkage. Oh no. Well, it may not be this one then. What do we think? Shall we go for something like... Oh dear, these are getting very expensive all of a sudden. Well, the Agrastar, that's an older tractor. I just don't know. I just don't know. What about the Valtra? 3-point on the front. 210 horsepower standard, which would be plenty. I do like the BKT tyres. It's definitely an option. I want Skyview. No, I don't want Skyview. Standards is fine. Panorama window. Oh, panorama window it is. We'll go for a darker internal design. Or shall we? No, because it's cheaper not to. Okay. Don't want a front loader attacher. Main colour. Ultra gold. If we're going to go for a different main colour, then we ought to make it something a little bit special. White is free. Oh, do you know what? We'll stick with the white. Let's buy that. And we can head over into it. Actually, I'm pretty pleased with that purchase. That is looking good. And we've got our own baler. Well, I'm very excited about this. Ram bale net, 2 out of 2. Lovely stuff. Wonder why that cost 480 quid for 2 bale wraps? Don't know. Either way, it's going to be good. Now, what bale sizes can we have here? We can have 150 or 125. So we better go 150 actually. I want to make sure. Yeah, we want to make sure that we are okay to generate as much hay as possible. We don't want to leave any in the baler, do we? Okay, I will see you back up at the farm. Okay, so here we are. We need to get started on wrapping. That was the wrong button. I've really got to sort out my buttons. So we'll switch it on. Ah, the pickup was already lowered. That's interesting. And we can start baling. Look at that. That is going extremely well. But we are not going to get that many bales out of this field. Not many at all. But now we have more of a powerful tractor and we have our front loader tractor. I think we are set up to do really well here. Right, our first bale on FS25. Love it. Let's get the rest baled up and we'll have a look and see how many bales we get. There we have it. 3 bales. Let's shut that down. And look at that. Our first 3 bales, 4,500 litres in each. That is pretty impressive. Well, we have made an absolutely cracking start here. So that is episode 1 done. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon for episode 2. Bye for now.